Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Wednesday night drop talk. We're so excited that you're here. Super excited about 2026. My name's Ann Wandishin, and I'm here with my friend Billie Hagee. And we are going to talk about the drops and about partner codes. So I started using, I saw a post a little over 18 months ago, started on the drops, and I had a lot of health challenges at the time. Technically I still do, but the drops and all these other amazing products have made a huge difference for me. We don't make any medical claims or any financial claims, but what I will tell you is that I've been using really great products for over 20 years, working with a lot of awesome doctors and functional med docs, and I've never used products like this before at this caliber, and I have reclaimed my wellness. I am on a wellness journey like a lot of us are. I'm down 25 pounds, which is really exciting. I have more to release, but it's coming. I'm 54 years old and I'm just blown away. I had every single one of these symptoms with the exception of adult acne at the time. I have had that in my adult life, but I didn't have it a year and a half ago. And I can tell you that I don't struggle with any of this anymore. And it's because those foundational hormones, which the drops address, your thyroid, cortisol, insulin, leptin, and ghrelin, the drops help to naturally put those back into into balance. And so then if you do have excess weight to release, like I did, you're able to release it, and it's absolutely fantastic. So regardless of your age, we all want to live our best life and to live it, like not be confined to anything or have restrictions. We want that gorgeous skin, and we want to have energy and mobility and all the things, and we get to do that with our incredible products. Our company, the name of our company is partner.co. We are debt free. We're in over 50 markets around the world. We have a solid infrastructure. We are leading the best. Our company wins award after award after award from not even just in the network marketing space, but honestly, in just in marketing and leadership. Like, it's incredible just for regular companies. So we have over 100 products. And what I love is that each one of these categories that you see right here, whether it's protein or hormone support, immunity, each one of these things is a mega trend in our industry, in the world, and we overlap in each one of these. Each one of these is a multi-billion-dollar industry alone, and we have products in each one of these categories, multiple products in each one of these categories. So what I love is that all of our products are doctor created. We have an incredible chief medical officer, Dr. Ray Strand. He's written several books. You can check him out on Amazon or wherever you buy your books. Dr. Joshua Plant is a new addition to our company. He got his PhD from Harvard. He is our chief science officer. He's fantastic. And all of our products, we have this great wellness council, athletic council, scientific advisory board. All of our products are, we have so many clinical studies and trials. It's just, anyway, phenomenal. I've been blown away. So like I said, we're in over 50 markets around the world. So North America, we're in all over Europe, we're in Australia, New Zealand, we are in Greater China and different parts of Asia, Japan, parts of South America. It's incredible. So this is just an example of where we are, Canada. I don't know if we want to, I didn't see that on the slides, Billie, when we were going over initially. Sorry.
I don't remember this being on there either.
Yeah, that's Canada. We're in Canada.
Let me talk
In the
about
US.
this let me talk about this quick,
Yes,
because
talk about it.
if we had this on our, I should probably stop a screen share and make sure I picked the right one that I had open. But you guys, if you are, no matter where you're listening to this from, whether you live in Canada, whether you are in, in the United States maybe, and whether and you're watching this, what I want you to know with this slide is how much opportunity there is, not only here in Canada, but in Partner Co in general. We have huge opportunity. We're about to launch into India. And so this is just a little map of, if you know network marketing and the history of companies and how they tend to grow, especially in the market in Canada, what happens is generally they take off in the West. It's like, that's where the pioneers, the original pioneers seem to be, that pioneer blood, right? But what happens is as the companies gain traction, the product gains traction, and they start to grow their market share, the business moves east. And just due to simple population, out in Ontario, Quebec, and then further east in Canada, those two provinces are key provinces. They're huge, very high populations. And as you can see, they're not even the number one performing provinces in the company. So that's the whole idea behind this slide. So
So
uh,
I'm gonna piggyback onto that because I know we do have some people from Texas and California on this call. So in the US, Texas and California are completely untapped, like completely untapped. And so they are, again, there are markets that are stronger in the US, just like in Canada, but a lot of the more populated areas are not, they're completely untapped. So that's exciting. Like, I think I was looking up the numbers today, and just as an example, I think in the state of Texas, there's 39 million people, and or 38 million people, and there are, I think they're fewer than 500 active brand partners in the state of Texas. Billie, we lost the slides.
yes, I'm just pulling it. I just wanted
Okay.
to pull it down and just double check. So maybe if you
Okay.
can just go ahead and talk about the drops, I'll just make sure I got the right one pulled up.
Yeah. Okay. So, with the drops, so we have these awesome body balancing drops, and in the US, they are a homeopathic blend, and in Canada and in the rest of the world where we have the drops, and the rest of the markets where we have the drops, it's an herbal blend. So one
It's
of the
okay.
things one of the things that we
Yeah, it's okay. That's fine.
one of the things, if you can make sure you're muted, that'd be great. Thanks. One of the things that our like chief science officer talks about is that they're kind of like, one's a Mercedes, one's a BMW. They're both going to get you to where you're going, like if you're on the Autobahn, but they're just two different formulas. And so they are absolutely incredible. They're going to, like I talked about earlier, they're going to balance the foundational hormones of the body. So for me, for example, I get my labs done on a regular basis because of the different health challenges that I've had. And so I'm just going to give you this example. My doctor was blown away last month when I had my a follow up. I do my labs every quarter, and my leptin in December of 2024 was at a 50. Okay, that's really high. This year in 2025, so just a month ago, my leptin was at 19. 19. So you guys, my doctor was so excited because when your leptin is too high, it's actually impossible to lose weight. And she's like, I mean, so really how did that happen? It was the drops, and it was our superfood drinks, a lot of the different products that we use, but the drops, being consistent with those and eating from our approved food list. I'm not perfect, but I do choose to eat from a low glycemic food list. And with the drops, because they help to address the ghrelin hormone, which is your hunger hormone, and really kind of can make you have crazy cravings if that's out of balance. With the drops, whether it's the US drops or the day and night drops in Canada or in other parts of the world, it actually really kills the cravings, so you actually crave healthy foods, whole foods. So they're all stimulant free, hormone free, safe and effective, all natural, doctor recommended, doctor approved.
What I would love to know actually, if you're on this call and you have been on the drops for a while and you have a great, if you'd love to share your testimony in the chat, that would be awesome. Tell us if you are a brand partner on here with a guest tonight, just tell us like what your experience has been. For me, I can really relate to this steady energy, the focus, the sleep. Oh my goodness. The sleep, and to actually sleep through the night is amazing. Right? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I hadn't slept through the night for a long time. And just getting those, like Anne mentioned, those cravings, that appetite, getting your cortisol and all of those things back into balance, it makes a huge difference for your body. And when your body's not, the best analogy that I heard, no matter what drops you're using and what country you live in, I love this analogy of thinking of them like a fire hose in your body. Inflammation is like fire burning, is like fire in your body, right? It's inflamed, right? Flames, right? Think of inflammation as fires burning in your body, and all of us have different fires burning in our body. But what happens is when we use the drops, they start to go in and they put out the biggest fires first. And so the fire that Anne had and the fire that I have might be and they're different from each other, but the fire that you have might be different from ours. And so for some people, they see right away there's going to be sleeping through the night. Right away, they're dropping pounds and inches. Other people might be like, well, I'm sleeping through the night. I've got amazing energy, but it might take them 30 days to start to see the scale move, and then bam. And so just keep that in mind as you are either on your journey or maybe starting your drop journey after tonight. Just keep that in mind that everybody's different. Everybody's different, and it's really just a matter of giving it enough time. And so when it's funny because when I think about the drops and what's happened with me, so Anne shared the drops with me, and and she shared the drops with me. That's hilarious. We just maxed out our call. We're almost at capacity, which is exciting for tonight, you guys. That's so exciting. But this is what happens. Okay. This is what happens. Results speak for themselves. You try the product. Anne shared the products with me, and she was like, Billie, I think you need to try these. Like, they're really great. And I was like, okay, well, I'll try them. And you guys, I was the girl that bought a brand partner membership, which we're going to share with you tonight because I wanted the very best price. And I knew that I could probably get them at a discount somehow. And I don't like to pay retail. I don't know about you guys, right? And so, but then what happened was I started to try them, and I got results. People started saying, like, what are you doing? Like, you look great. What have you been doing? And I didn't even realize, like, I'd lost 6 pounds, and I had been trying to lose weight for a really long time, and it wasn't happening. And these were like just like that thing that helped me break that plateau. And so when this is how our industry, how network marketing is supposed to be. When people see you using a product and they say, they see and they feel the change in you, right? Just your energy, your mood, that sort of thing. They'll say, what have you been doing? And it's, when you can share that with somebody else and earn a little extra cash or a lot of extra cash, that can be life changing in a lot of small and big ways. And so the thing I love about this is PartnerCo is the only place that we can get these drops. You cannot go on, you can't go on, go over to Walmart or your local health food store and find this blend. It's proprietary, it's unique to PartnerCo, and you will not find it anywhere else. And so what's beautiful about that is that you don't have to keep it to yourself, though. The more you share it with other people, the more people you help, and you can earn a little or a lot to pay for your own drops. Or like Anne and myself, or share it to earn a lot of extra income. I just started sharing this in order to, like, I was like, I just want to buy a box, give it a try. And um, it turned into this thing that I never in a million years would have expected. I wasn't looking for something like this, but honestly, when I look at, I just had a young girl, she's maybe 20 years old. She had purchased a box from me in the spring, and she just messaged me on the weekend. Because she's been struggling with the most difficult acne flare up, like she's like, it's painful. I can't even put any makeup on it. It's so painful. And she said, I was doing some like chatting with my mom, and we looked back, and the only time my skin cleared up was when I was on these drops.
Mhm.
And so, so she kind of she figured that out and grabbed a new box from me. And so that's really huge when you can help people with things, whether it's their waistline, their skin, their mood, their energy, you name it. Sleeping through the night, that's a huge thing. So, so there's a couple different ways you can get the drops, right? You might be on this call listening to this or listening to this recording, and you've grabbed a box from your brand partner, and you grab a box, pay retail. There's nothing wrong with that. We love it when people get their hands on the drops. And if you want to pay retail, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You can also subscribe and save. And what I love about subscribing and saving, most of my customers get a box from me to start to give them a try. But then what I try and share with everybody is how to get them on a monthly subscription, because there's some savings attached to that. But also, you never have to worry about whether I have some in stock or whether your brand partner has some in stock. When you run out and you're ready for more, you're always going to get that monthly subscription. It's going to come to you like clockwork, and you're going to save on every order, and there's no fee to do that. You simply just subscribe. And so the third one, though, that we're really excited about, I'm going to let Anne share about being a brand partner and the promotion that we have going on right now. Because right now, just yesterday, I think just last night or the night before, the company launched this incredible promotion where they're going to allow you to enroll for free. So Anne's going to fill you in on that.
Yes. So now through February 13th in the US and in Canada, when you place an order with a product in the US, you have to have a product in there. You get your $29.95 for free. And in Canada, but Billie, I believe they need to place an order with whether it's just the little sleeve for the drops,
Yeah.
or an on the ground product that's in Canada.
Yeah.
You can explain that more later, and you're going to get your $38.95 membership for free. What I love about this, so if you're new, if you're like, this is the first time I'm hearing about Partner Co. You guys, this is what's awesome. Guess what? We don't have a renewal fee. It's phenomenal. So that means that you can completely start, you completely start for free, and there's no renewal, which I absolutely love. So in the US, we have a few different packages. So one, let's say you're like, I want to get started and I want to use the drops. So what Billie talked about earlier is you've got to give it time. So someone said in the chat, like, tell me a little bit more about how it could balance the leptin. Her leptin is low. Mine was high. My A1C was also high. What the drops are going to do is they're going to help to balance those foundational hormones. So let's say you know that your foundational hormones are out of balance. You really need to commit to this for a minimum of 4 months. I'm going to tell you right now. Why is that? Everyone's body's different. This is not medicine. These are, in the US, it's a homeopathic blend, and in Canada, it's an herbal blend. That's going to take time. Your body needs the time to adjust and to balance. So the 4-pack is really like let's say you want to do this, you want to sign up and get your products at a discount. The 4-pack is a great way to get started and have your set of your 4-pack for 4 months. So it's $371. But let's say you also wanted to get that, turn around and sell those products. We sell them for $167 in the United States. And so if you did turn around and sell all of those, you would profit $297. We have a 10-pack, which is what I started with, because we didn't have a 30-pack. I started with a 10-pack. So that's $879. Your profit on that when you sell all 10 of those is $791. The 30-pack. The reason I love the 30-pack, and this is something that's actually really unique with our company, is that we get to buy this viral product in bulk in the US and in Canada, and we can turn around and sell it. And we sell it for a little bit less than what the retail amount is on the website. On the website, it's in the United States, it's 176. So we're saving our customer money, and we are able to profit, have a great return on investment. So in the US, it's actually $24.99, and the profit is $2,500. There was a price increase, so that's why that is off. So let me give you kind of go over the numbers just a little bit. With a 4-pack, let's say you sold 3 of them, that's going to pay for your drops, your personal drops, plus some. Plus, you'll make a little bit of extra. The 10-pack, you sell 6, the rest is profit. With the 30-pack, you sell 15. The rest are profit. And we teach and train you how to make that return on investment. That's what's so beautiful here, is we really lock arms with you to help you. Billie, I'll let you talk about the Canadian options.
Okay, awesome. And so the thing about it is it's very similar in Canada. Our numbers, of course, are different in our Canadian currency, but the idea is very much the same. Okay, so we now have the 4, the 10, and the 30-pack option, which is really exciting. And when you sell each of these, you can see, for example, if you're like, I want to get myself 90 days worth, and or buy keep 3 for yourself, share 1 with a friend, or friend or family member, whoever, right? You'll also pay for yours that way, or it'll help you pay for yours. Okay. So basically, on a 4-pack, your profit's around $300. Okay. It's cost you around $500. Now keep in mind, these also do not include tax or shipping. Okay. Just because of PST and GST in Canada, it kind of varies throughout the different provinces. So these are not including tax and shipping, these numbers that you see, but the idea is the same. Okay, so a lot of people, the 10-pack is very popular when you are going to buy some for yourself, sell a few boxes as well. The cost for you is $11.19, but you are going to profit just over $800 on that 10-pack. And obviously, the 30-pack, I mean, if you're going to go hard, if you're going to go for it, one of the things that I find, and maybe those of you that maybe are here, whether you started in the United States or Canada, if you are a brand partner and you started with a 4 or a 10, what I find happens is most people, they make their first post or two, they sell through those 10, and then they're like, shoot, I should have bought 30. And so a lot of people will end up going back in and buying 30 within the first few days anyways. So there's no right or wrong way to do it. That's also the thing that I love about this. There's not a right or wrong way to start. And so it just depends on you and what works best for you, and how you want to get going. But what I love about this is that we can show you legitimately how to make $2,500 in your first month. I say month because most people, I would say the average most people it takes for them to sell their first 30 boxes is about 3 weeks. Anywhere up to 3 weeks. Most people are there and have sold those. For me, it was 12 days. Sold over 30 boxes in 12 days, which blew my mind. And so, how do we do that? We have a proven system on social media where we show you how to turn your social media into a profit. And we use what's called our SOG, our system of growth. Okay. So we have an app called Boards. And what we do is we have every single thing that you might need to know about questions that people will ask you about how to build, or even just the drops themselves. You make a post about the drops, and people say, how much are they? Boom, tap. You can tap in, right? It's all done for you. So the idea behind that is that A, you don't have to know everything. B, you can also manage your time really well with using this, by using Boards and using everything that's laid out for you. And so when you mix the two of those together, I've got 20 years in this industry. And when you have a system and you have a way to show people how to actually effectively share the product that they love, You don't have to be a content creator. You don't have to be an expert on Facebook. You don't even have to have a Facebook presence right now. If you've deactivated your account years ago, that doesn't matter, right? I've seen people come in, reactivate, and get rolling. And so it's just a matter of being passionate about what the products can do for you, and then wanting to have other people benefit from that too. So, is there anything else that you would add to the system of growth, Anne, or do you want to speak about the timing? Let's just touch on this one more time.
Yeah, I'm just going to touch on this because I think that this is relevant in 2026. Our company is really just in that, formulation foundation, but we've already got this infrastructure. It's very unique. We're debt free and we have infrastructure in place in 58 markets around the world. So we are far from being a household name, right? But we have the science, we have the products, we have the viral product, we have the leadership and incredible owners, and we have the compensation plan where people can make that right now money, and they can build a big business if they want to globally. And so what we have is, because we have a system and that duplicates, we are ready, and we're in huge momentum as a company, where we were voted like the number two, like second company in the world growth wise last year. And so we are just having extraordinary growth, and the momentum that we're having, you guys, like, now is the time to join us, because this is only going to continue. One of our owners went to Wharton Business School, was a Goldman Sachs investor, and when a Goldman Sachs investor tells me that he has a 50-year plan in place and he's working on a 100-year plan in place to put a 100-year plan in place, I'm like, oh my gosh. And he works tirelessly every day for us. And so that's what's so different here, is we have all of the pieces that you need to create an incredible legacy brand.
So true. It's really neat when you think about the pieces. I mean, it's like a recipe. You can have the most incredible recipe for chocolate cake in the world, but if you don't have the eggs, or if there's a missing piece, right? It's just not going to taste the same. And so it's like trying to substitute Miracle Whip for mayonnaise in a recipe. It just doesn't work. Right? And so we've really got all the pieces here, and it's really fun. And what I love about Partner Co is, and even just looking back, no, it's been a year for me that I've been really building this business. And I was just looking the other day, and our team, just on my team alone, when we discussed the momentum, there was over 500 promotions. You
Mhm.
guys, over 500 promotions on my team in 1 year, and we're just getting started. And so I love that if you are here and you're watching this and you're thinking to yourself, okay, well, I'm using the products, check, right? Or I'm going to use the products, check. Why not take just a little step further and look at how you might earn some extra income and at least get your own products paid for, right? So, is there anything you want to add, Anne, or should we can stop the recording and do
Yeah,
some questions?
I think the only thing I would add is that we want you to get in where you fit in. And the only thing that I did not mention when we were talking about the numbers is, I did not mention that when you sign up, we have 4 weeks to establish your business level here with this company. It's very unique. So the beauty of that, so what we want to do is, we want you to get in where you fit in. But if you want to create an additional income stream here, like Billie and me, then we want to get you to this level called top pay within the first 4 weeks. Okay. And so that's really important. The 30 pack gets you there the first day. Again, we want you to get in where you fit in. But I just want to make sure we explain that, because we do have that time period to get you there. Once you get there, everything is a stepping stone with this company. We have like over 30 levels, and everything is a stepping stone to get to once you get to some top higher levels, it starts unlocking additional profit centers. It's just, I've never seen anything like this. This comp plan pays out up to 51%. We also can help people make that right now money with selling the drops, and it's just an extraordinary opportunity. And what I love is that we really do get to partner with one another, and we help one another win. And I've never seen anything like that. And we get to get healthier while we're doing it. So thanks so
It's a
much,
lot of
Billy, for
fun.
doing this with me.
Yes, and thank you all for joining us. I know it's been a crazy week. One thing that I do want to say, I want to mention this because our body balance challenge, we have this challenge that starts in January, and the company puts it on for everybody in the company. Anybody that has a box of drops can be a part of it. There's no other cost other than having drops on hand. And it's open until 11:59 p.m. tonight. If you're watching this meeting live, it's Wednesday, January 7th. So just get in there, get with the person that invited you, say, hey, get us that link, or maybe somebody that could pop it in the chat for us. And just, you never know. You might find yourself like that extra accountability helps you, drop a few extra pounds in the month of January that you maybe wouldn't have. So with that said, I'm gonna stop the recording, and then we'll have some time for some questions.
Yeah.